Okay, let's try the second part where we're trying to take a sample of 20 of our budget, of our marathon data. This is again the Holy Half at Notre Dame. So I'm going to go to calculate random data. I'm going to sample from columns. I want to sample 20, and I'm going to sample from place to seconds. I'm going to hit select. And then I want to put the samples in C12 to C22. So I need exactly 11 to match that. So I go ahead and sample that. So here's my 20. And I want to see what my, try to get some understanding of my population as all runners that took it just from this sample. So I'm going to go ahead and do a histogram, a simple histogram with the graph variable from C22. That's my finishing time, and I go ahead and hit OK, and this is the histogram that I get. So it kind of looks like there are maybe two mounds here, and maybe I don't like the, first of all, I don't like the title. So I'm going to right click and hit edit graph and add a x-axis label, and that's going to be the finishing times in seconds. Come on now. Maybe make it a little bigger so I can type in it. No, just double click it. And might change the title. And then here's the frequency on the left. Now suppose I don't like this. What I can do is right click this and edit the bars and maybe change the binning, maybe make it a wider interval, maybe to say let's try 12 intervals and see if that doesn't give me a different shape. By changing around it might. Now suppose that I have this and I want to take it. I can right click it and I can either send it to Microsoft Word or I could copy it. Save it as graph or copy graphs. There's a lot of things that I could do. Let's do the shape center spread for the ages then. So, well, that's the shape. We should get the center as well. Find the basic statistics, display statistics, C22 again. That's our finishing time, and this kind of gives us some information from this. If we didn't like this data, we could go ahead and display statistics and change what statistics that I want to do by clicking on these buttons. So that kind of gives me an information that the mean is 7,754 seconds and the median was 7,532. Since the mean is bigger than that, there's kind of indication that the data was right skewed. Let's do one for the ages then. And we'll go ahead and do a histogram here, and instead of C22 we're going to do their ages, which is in C16. The problem here is that or C15, sorry, for the ages, and go ahead and graph that. I get this histogram. As you can see, almost all of the data is here under their 30s, and that makes sense because you have a large college population making the running. Another nice graph that you could do is the dot plot, and just do a simple dot plot again of their ages. And the dot plot kind of gives us a better see, you know, that here we can really see it's right skewed and a couple of gaps in the situation. Now the prevalence of male and female runners, what I could do is do the tables and tally the individual tables, and let's go ahead and do the males and females, which is C16, and we want the percent. Sure, let's do the percent and the counts, and we do that. We can see that 70% were female and 30% were male, so it seems that mostly that females ran this, and the prevalence. let's stop there and we'll try to do the relationship between age and times of finishers as well.